Hey, how's it going, guys? So I saw a video a little while ago of a guy talking about the third-party plugins that support Neural Amp Modeler, such as NAMM Universal, Tonocracy, and Audio Assault. And at the end of his video, he was basically saying that it's kind of subjective and depends what your needs are. But after trying it for myself, I would say that there is a definite clear-cut winner. The Amp Locker Audio Assault, the interface itself is just so much better for scrolling through your captures. And that's such a big deal with NAMM, is that you want to be able to see everything clearly and sort everything out, because you're going through hundreds if not thousands of captures or models. And you can also create custom folders. So perfect. And just the interface is just beautiful. It's just nice and aesthetic, looks good, it's inspiring to use, and it's clean. That's another thing that's like when you're trying to make music, you don't want to be bored at just looking at something that's kind of dull looking or there's nothing else going on, and you want to be inspired and have functionality as well. This is such a nice clean layout, and it's kind of an issue with the original Neural Amp Modeler, because you only had this drop down menu, and if you didn't put everything in one folder, then and you can only open so many at a time. You can't have hundreds in this sort of style, this layout, whereas this you can have thousands. It's so perfect. Tonocracy and NAMM Universal, they have that same issue where you have to import them one at a time. It's so clunky. And the IRs as well. You have to import the IRs one at a time. NAMM Universal, one at a time. Another thing that Amp Locker is superior at is the CPU consumption. It's about 3.5–4.5%. Has everything built in. It has the boost pedal, the IR section, post EQ, the gate, has a tuner, MIDI foot switch control, oversample mode. Everything's built in, and it's stable. It's even more stable than NAMM, actually. When I load NAMM, I have to load NAMM itself, and then I have to load the boost pedal, then the IR section. So it starts clipping, it starts jumping around. With NAMM Universal, it's the same thing. Once I load the boost pedal model, then it starts clipping. Same with Tonocracy. It gets around 5–6%. So with Amp Locker, it stays around 3.5–4.5%, and it doesn't clip. It's such a big deal that you can enjoy using it so much better. It just really brought back the interest in NAMM for me, because the tonal controls sound better as well. That's another thing. Like when you add gain to a model using Amp Locker, it just sounds crunchy and smooth and nice. It's acoustically pleasing. However, with the original Neural Amp Modeler, it just, when you get it about here, it sounds distorted or not very good. But Amp Locker is vastly superior. It's only $5, and the guy was complaining in the video that something that's free they shouldn't charge for it. But honestly, it's completely worth it just to have this interface, have everything nicely organized, and the fact that you're a lower-end computer can run this and there's no clipping. Completely worth it for $5. So that's it, dudes. Amp Locker's the king. It's the best.